All right. How did Wilfred? We're continuing the interview with you, and I just wondered, after Pine Bluffs, when that got to a close, your father was married to your mother,
Yeah.
and then how did he move from Pine Bluffs to Pensacola?
He received a call they had a vacancy here in Pensacola, and they were by their Southern District organization saw to it that he got a call, and the call came from to Pine Bluff. Now Pine Bluff was a smaller congregation, and as pastors get more experience, while they get a larger congregation, get an opportunity to serve a larger one.
And you weren't born yet, were you?
Yes, I was born. I was born in Pine Bluff.
You were born in Pine Bluffs, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And so how old were you when they moved down?
I was about 4 or 5 years. I guess 5 or 6 by that time. He served several years, a number of years in Fort Wayne.
In Pine Bluff?
In Pine Bluff, yeah.
Yeah.
He served.
Now, did they move by train then?
Oh yes, they came by train.
Yeah, yeah.
And all their goods, their furniture and all came by train.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in about 1921 or 22 here. Mm-hmm. They were asked, the congregation here in Pensacola asked Pastor if he could delay his wife arriving because they still hadn't finished fixing the parsonage since the other pastor moved out. They said, we want to do a little painting and this and that, and we clean it up.
Okay.
And modernizing it.
Okay. So when you came here, you were about 5 years old.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember where you maybe went to school when you were younger?
Oh,
and all
yes.
those places?
Oh, yes. I went to school. The first attempt to go to school was down here on Garden Street, where the headquarters of the school district was for many years, but at that time it was Hallmark School.
Okay.
And
is that still standing over there, or is it a different Hallmark?
Yeah, it's still there, where I started, where I was going to start in the first grade. And they said that you had to be 6 years old by December the 1st. And I was 6 years old by the 8th of December. So I got sent home with a note from the teacher, you're 8 days too young. We can't take you, you're 8 days too young. And so here I am without being able to go to school and all set to. Well, I waited 6 months, and then my daddy put me in the other school, another school, which was farther away, which was P.K. Young, up on North Palafox, about a little beyond Gonzales, about 2 blocks beyond Gonzales Street.
Okay.
North Palafox, P.K. Young.
P.K. Young.
And I attended that through the 8th grade. Then at the 8th grade, in the 9th grade, I went to the high school here in town.
That was just Pensacola High, was it?
Pensacola High, and it was at the top of the hill, across the street from that monument up there, was where the school was located.
Where was it again? Do you know what street?
Yeah, between
is it where
one street was it starts with an S. I can't. It was the high school for the whole county, almost, or for for the whole city. But it had another high school up at Gonzales.
It's at a different location now, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so you went to Pensacola High.
I went to Pensacola High. After I finished Pensacola High, I liked mathematics, and so I went to a school and took a course in bookkeeping. And it was being taught by the lady that had been the secretary to Mr. Starts with a, oh gosh, I thought I wrote his down, but I don't. The big man, the man that owned all the property in East Hill.
Well, I'm not sure his name, Wilfred. I'm sorry.
I can't come up with it. It starts with, it's a B, I think. Well, anyway, this man, I'll think about it and I'll give you his name.
It's not B-O-B-E, is it?
No. But anyway, I went to school and then I took a bookkeeping course. I didn't take bookkeeping. My father was giving me languages. He wanted me to be a pastor. And I took 3 years of Latin, where other people wouldn't get Latin even.
Yeah,
but I got 3 years of Latin. And in fact, I graduated with one of the boys that I graduated is, ended up president of a college in Nashville, Tennessee. With his degree in languages, I guess.
Oh, wow. Wow. So you were studying mathematics
Yeah, I
after high
studied
school.
mathematics and then took a course from a lady that was had worked for this man that was the big shipper of everything around here, one of the wealthiest ones in town. And I can't come up with his name.
That's okay.
But anyway, she taught me, and I can still remember that I would get a notice, and I'd get up to her class, and she'd send me back to go get an admitting slip from the principal's secretary, because I'd be late, see. But my one class was on the bottom, in the basement on the north side, and her class was in the 3 stories high on the south side. So I couldn't go up this and then over here and then up a couple of more and then go to that corner. And I couldn't make it. And so I know she was sending me back to prove to the principal that they weren't giving the person a long enough time. It was just impossible to get it. But to prove it was to make me go get a admittance slip, see? So I'd have to go get the admittance slip before I could start taking mathematics. But I made good grades in mathematics because I liked it.
Okay. 1 second.